It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look here at Caleb Williams. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Jets and the Ravens.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interception.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw is Williams. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Ravens offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Sheds off the tackle, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 41, this is second and a yard. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the third round. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a first and goal.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with career touchdown number 75. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Williams. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson. Able to shake him off.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Jackson to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Jackson.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. In motion left goes a tight end. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. To throw is Jackson. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple.
Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Achane gets it from the gun.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The tight end in motion right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 11.
To throw, it's Williams.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Ravens on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The Jets offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. To the air, Williams. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
He finds his man, complete. It's Mooney. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion right, one of the tight ends.
To throw, Williams. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Williams.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. To throw is Jackson. Throwing to start the drive. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late.
That's interference.
That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Up the middle, Achane.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Hall again on second down. Oh, a heck of a move. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wilson's got it complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A give running right is Hall. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Oh, able to avoid him. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Jackson now, throwing to start the drive. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Back to throw. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Again, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and he missed it. It's no good.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw is Williams. He gets it underneath to Hall, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he'll find Hall. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The drive starts with a run from Achane. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a toss right side. HN with it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jackson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
In motion right, that's Wilson. Throwing is Williams.
Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And his throw here's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Williams. And fights him off. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's good for the Jets. 1st down.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
5-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Williams, operating from the gun.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Williams.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
To the sideline and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Moody. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Jackson to throw.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. Oh, nice move. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And they'll give this to Achane. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. Now Landry. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
In motion right is Wilson. Williams from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hall on a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To the air, Williams. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Now 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Williams. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Achane on the counter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 70 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
On the handoff, it's Achane. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Again, it's Achane. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Out of the gun is a give to Achane.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a run by Achane.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams.
Flushed out right.
And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance.